a week.
Love that. Recap that. So Josh saw a vision for a life that he wanted. He looked into high performers, CEOs, founders of companies, people with significant success, and made a decision to follow their template. So that's a blueprint. Then he has seen it through and has 10 years of consistency and experience to where he can actually speak to the fruit that is showing up in his life. And that's really the simplest way to applying a disciplined practice. And the one thing that Josh and I were offline about before we hopped on this episode is we both have a morning routine. And what we want to leave you with as we talk about this is that if discipline doesn't happen first thing in the morning, it's not going to happen.
It won't.
It won't, period, right? So my morning routine, very, very similar to Josh. I didn't read the same books you did in regards to the mindset of a CEO, but I just know that time works, and I saw it also in other templates. And so 4 to 4:30 wake up time consistently. That's my time to first get out of bed, set my framework for the day. First thing I do when I get in the morning is spend a little time in quiet time. I close my eyes, I meditate. If I can do it outside with Ness. I have my feet in the grass, but just a little bit of quiet time. First to set the intentions for the day, then I write. I read and write. It's a combination of the two, and that's really the big part of my morning, spending 90 minutes to 2 hours writing, reading, reflecting, and just setting the intention for my day. That sets the tone for everything else. My workout time, flexibility in my workout. I love working out at noon. Doesn't always happen, but it's either noon or 6 p.m., but I don't miss my 30-minute workout at very minimum every single day. And that's, again, relying on the discipline framework. But the process for this is so stupidly simple. You just got to see it, you got to decide, and you got to see it through.
It seems very simple. I think from this place, Aaron, because of where we are, it does seem very simple. Mm-hmm. But for the men who are listening to this that think, I could really you could use some change in your life, I want you to know that change isn't just going to happen for you. Change right now in your life is probably just sitting in your cup holder next to you if you're driving down the road.
Oh.
But if you want true significant outcome that helps you feel better about yourself, that is going to positively impact your bank accounts, that will give you a life that your wife wants to respect, to create a wake that your children want to get in, it's going to require change from you.
Yeah.
And that change will come through a discipline, and you're going to have to decide, which to me, Aaron, is really comes down to the power of the why. You have to have a why that's strong enough that's going to move you. And going back to my story is I didn't change because I wanted to. I changed over a decade ago because I was in so much pain I had to. So I wasn't fortunate enough to have this message brought to me or to be motivated by a close friend. I was in so much pain that I saw the direction I was going in.
Sure.
And I felt like I was looking death in the face. But I did make a decision. I had a very powerful why. And 10 years later, I can say that I'm seeing it through. I'm nowhere close to done, but I'm seeing it through.
It's good. Yeah, I think on that too, we talked to a lot of guys, and the discipline will get resistance because they haven't practiced it before. The discipline, like anything else, is a foundational principle that you will build on. It's not something that you have to accomplish all in one day. So you think about like a morning routine. If getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning terrifies you and you're like, there's no way that's going to happen because I currently sleep till noon, that's not how you build a practice of discipline, right? And so you got to ease your way into it, just like anything else. You want to step underneath a bench press and bench for the first time 315. You need to build up to that. And so starting with a very basic discipline blueprint, we know that discipline first has to start in the morning. Maybe it's just getting up when your alarm goes off and not hitting snooze. That's your first one. Then making your bed, something very, very simple, practical, tactical. Spending 5 minutes reading, getting outside, walking, whatever it is. Start with the basics. I think about the framework for this basics. For me, it goes back to our 4 Fs. We teach on this in HVM. Faith, fitness, family, finances. What are the 4 things at very minimum I need to do at the first part of the morning that will move my mission forward, my life forward as a man? Quiet time, reading, reflecting with God. Some type of movement, taking the dog outside, dropping down, doing some burpees, doing something that gets some energy going inside your body. Some gratitude texts, family time, cookie, like doing a little bit of loving up on those that you care about. And then what are you doing for your business first thing in the morning? Mindset, skill